Hello and welcome to Biker Stuff. Today I'm going to clean, inspect, tighten and align the chain on my Tiger 800. I have the bike on a rear paddock stand, but if you have one, use the centre stand. Before I started, I loosened the axle nut so I didn't put any unnecessary pressure on the stand. Let's start by cleaning the chain. I will remove the front sprocket cover, and although this isn't necessary, I will remove the upper chain guard. The sprocket cover needs an 8mm socket, but you'll also need an 8mm spanner to remove this gear selector arm. The chain guards are removed with a 5mm hex Allen key. To clean the chain, you will need a good cleaner and rags. You will find a brush like this is a good idea. I'm using paraffin to clean the chain as most proprietary cleaners contain it. It is also vastly cheaper. This one I bought from B&Q at £2 a litre instead of £5 to £6 for a half a litre aerosol can. I also use a catch tray. You can use rags if you like, I just find this easier. Let's start by spraying the chain all around to allow the cleaner to soak in and make the old oil easier to remove. Next, take the brush and with more paraffin work it into the chain to break it all down. You can see how well this is cleaning up. It is at this stage I like to clean the sprockets and surrounding areas. I have a valeting brush I use for this, again working the spray on both sprockets. Then finally, with a rag and more spray, thoroughly clean the sprockets and the chain. Bring them back to how they were when you fitted them. Now it's all clean, let's take a look for damage and wear to the sprockets. A slack chain will wear your sprockets. This is shown by pointy or curved teeth. I'm happy, so I'll get on with tightening the chain. The tools you will need for this are a 12 and a 13mm open-ended spanner for the chain adjuster, plus a 27mm socket and a torque wrench for the axle bolt. As I mentioned before, I did loosen the axle nut before I started, but do check it is loose enough to allow the adjusters to move. "25, 60. That's 35mm, so I've got a bit of adjusting to do. Hold the adjuster bolt still while you loosen the lock nut. Do this on both sides. I turn the bolt 1/3 of a turn at a time evenly on both sides, visually checking the chain until I think it is close to needing to be measured again. Once you're happy with the chain and alignment, hold the adjuster bolt as you tighten the lock nut. Then roll a rag into the rear sprocket like this to keep all in place. Then tighten the axle nut. I'm going to nip it up for now and fully tighten it to 110 Newton meters once the wheel is back on the ground. When you lube your chain, you need to do it making as little mess as possible. Avoid going over the rear disc and never do it with the engine running and the bike in gear. You will hurt yourself. I do it over the rear sprocket in sections, spraying one side then the other, allowing the overspray to cover the roller. Then continue until all the chain is covered. All done. Thank you for watching. You know you liked it, so tell your friends to like and subscribe.